I get the whole curve thing. Our church wants to be responsible to our community. And we want to love the people that we could lose in the middle of this. So it's the right thing. Churches should not be meeting right now, even little ones. They should be shutting down and figuring out how to handle it. That said, it's the first time that we have had an infodemic. That's what this is. It's a social phenomenon as much as it is a natural phenomenon. And I would say in some cases, especially for people who live alone, something like, people are legitimately afraid of this isolation. It's more dangerous than the disease. This is a thing I think that's not getting enough conversation. So. And at some point we will be asked, I think, to quarantine and shelter in place, and then this gets even more intense. So the church has got to be there. We are, for many people, their most substantial and significant social network apart from their family.
Well, that's why I look nice today, because I'm recording the message again. Or the announcements, not the message.
Virtual worship and what that would look like, virtual small groups and what that would look like. Week 1, ready to go, that people would remain in relationship. I mean, that's a lot of small groups here. And then what does care look like? How exactly do we call the people in our congregation regularly, at least once a week?
At least for the food pantry. If you need to drop off food pantry, please go to it will be the.
But in this time, nobody really has anything else to do. The trip to Disney's off for spring break, or to Europe. Who's going to Paris right now? And so as a result of that, people are with us, and we can't count who's watching our live streams. We can count the number of views, but those views can come from anywhere. So, we've had thousands of views all over the world. In fact, we're asking the question now, should we have had a virtual campus before this, and will we probably, yes, have one after this? Because we've had reunions in these small groups of people who are spread out all over the world, and now they get invited, and they're dealing with the same thing we are. But this will not totally transform the church. The church will always be a place that people gather, where they convene and congregate. That said, it's probably going to change the way we do some parts of church, and it's probably going to be disrupt things in a way that is even hard to visualize right now. The church is not this building. The church is our people wherever they are, and the people of God wherever they are. So I said, you need to be prepared to care for your neighbors who are not going to be ready for this. Don't wait for the run on stores.